Hello students, in the earlier video we covered about the blood and the blood vessels, the arteries and the veins. So the blood, it consists of the different blood cells and the liquid part, which is the plasma, which throughout the body circulates the food material, the gases. Okay, these things we have seen in our previous video. In today's lecture we'll be covering what pumps that blood through the arteries and veins across the body, which is the heart. Okay, the heart as a pump. What is the anatomy of the human heart? What are the chambers that are present in the human heart? What are the various valves that are present? What are the vessels? And who is the pacemaker of the heart? So, a typical human heart would appear in this way. It pumps the blood through the veins and arteries across the body. The size of the human heart would be that of a tightly folded fist, and it is located at the center of the chest, not towards the right or left. It is located at the center of the chest, and it is slightly tilted to the left. Okay, the heart is covered by a double membrane which is called the pericardium. Peri means outer, cardium means what has to do with the heart. So the pericardium is a double walled membranous sac which provides some mechanical support to the heart, so that if there is any outside impact, it should be able to give certain protection. Also, it prevents the heart from over expanding. There is a fluid that is present between the outer surface of the heart and the pericardium, which is called the pericardial fluid. Okay, which protects the heart from mechanical shock and provides certain amount of lubrication. As you can see that the heart has 4 chambers. Okay, the lower 2, okay, these lower 2 ones are called the ventricles. Okay, V-shaped, right? V-shaped. V for ventricles, and the upper part, which is the atria, the singular is called atrium. Okay, so how many chambers are there? There are the 4 chambers in the human heart. In the lower, this is the ventricles, and on the top there are the atrium or atria. The ventricles are separated by the interventricular septum. Okay, there is a septum. Okay, and the atrium are also separated by the septum. So all the 4 chambers are separated from each other. Okay, there is no overlapping, mixing. Okay, and there are certain valves. Okay, what you are seeing here, that's closing and opening inside here. Okay, there are certain valves. You know that there are valves in order to close the pipe or open the flow. Okay, so that the fluid inside the liquid can pass through. So there are the different valves. So now you can see that there are the chambers, 4 chambers. There are some valves, and of course there are some vessels. okay, through which the blood will enter into the heart and will exit the heart. The valves of the heart have a very important function, because the blood that is passing through the heart does not mix. You already know that the blood carries oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. Oxygen is utilized for respiration and carbon dioxide is generated during the respiration. That carbon dioxide has to reach the lungs and it has to be exhaled out, and the oxygen that we are breathing in has to dissolve into the blood. Therefore, the blood is oxygenated as well as in a deoxygenated form. There are the two forms in which the blood is there, depending upon how much oxygen is present. So these two forms of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood should not mix. Okay, so in the complete circulation we will see that at any point we do not the human body does not allow the oxygenated blood to mix with the deoxygenated blood. Okay, there are very fine capillaries where the oxygenated blood may reach and it will liberate the oxygen, take up the carbon dioxide and convert into the deoxygenated blood. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, so now let us see what are the valves that are present. Okay, here we can see clearly that there is three types of valves that are opening and closing. Okay, the one that we are seeing here, we need to remember that when we are studying the anatomy of heart, we are not studying the anatomy of our own heart. We are studying the anatomy of another person's heart. Therefore, what is right for us will become left and what is left for us will become the right. Okay. So, this one will be called as the left ventricle. Okay. Similarly, this will be called the left atrium. Okay. And the left atrium and left ventricle, they are separated by this valve. What is this valve? Here you can see that there are two valves. Okay, they are downwards, right? They are downwards. This is known as the bicuspid valve. This bicuspid valve. Okay. Bicuspid valve is also known as the mitral valve. Okay, the bicuspid or mitral valve is there between the left atrium and left ventricle. Okay, on the other side, that is the right side, what we are seeing, this is the 1, 2 and 3. You can see here there are three valves are there. Okay, so towards the right ventricle and right atrium, which valve is separating? The tricuspid valve is separating. Okay, the tricuspid valve is going to separate both of these. So that is the tricuspid valve. Cusp is like a cup like valve. Okay, and the valve that we are seeing here, okay, on the top, you can see that there are three valves that are opening and closing. Okay, that is known as the aortic valve, because this very thick vessel, okay, it is a artery. So you should remember, always don't confuse artery. It will take blood away from the heart. Okay, and veins will bring the blood towards the heart. A for artery, A for away. Arteries bring blood, they take the blood away from the heart. So the blood is going to enter into the left atrium and then into the left ventricle, and then it will go out through this aorta. Okay, though it is AORTA, it is spelled not spelled as a AORT aorta or something, it is aorta. Okay, so this is known as the aortic valve. Okay, this is the aortic valve. Now you can see, because it has three cusps, okay, except this bicuspid or mitral valve, all are three cusps. Okay, all the remaining three are having the three cusps. And the left ventricle, whatever the blood is coming through the left ventricle, will enter into the aortic valve. Okay, that is the aortic valve. Then comes the pulmonary valve. Okay, the pulmonary valve, it is connecting the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery. This is the right ventricle, okay, and the pulmonary artery. This one is the, here is the pulmonary artery. Okay, so this is coming behind here inside. Okay, because we are only looking at a single plane, we cannot see that what is backside. The backside, this one is going. Okay, so that is the right ventricle and the pulmonary. It also has three cusps. Okay, and because they appear to be in the half moon shape, okay, they appear in the half moon shape, that is why, because they appear in the half moon shape, that is why you can see that these are called the semilunar valves. Okay, it is called the semilunar. Lunar means moon. Semilunar valves. So we have seen the overall the working heart. We also need to be able to draw a diagram of the human heart. Okay, in which we should be able to show the different parts of the heart. Okay, so here you can follow as I am drawing the lower part. These two will be the ventricles. Okay, here comes the pulmonary artery, comes the aorta. Okay, and here we are able to see the different vessels that are entering into the different chambers of the heart. Okay, different blood vessels. Okay, now with this structure here, you will be able to definitely tell what are the various parts. So here what we are able to see, this is the, always you can always in order not to confuse, this is the left and this is the right. Okay, this is the left and right. So this will be the left ventricle, this chamber will be the left atrium. Okay, similarly this chamber here will be the right atrium, and the chamber here will be the right ventricle. Okay, this is the primary. We should be able to identify that these are the four chambers of the heart. Next, these chambers are separated from each other, okay, The ventricles are separated by from each other by the septum. Okay, there is a septum that is separating them. Okay, this is a septum. These two are not interconnected, they are separated. Okay, so this is the septum. Then the two atriums are also separated, they also have a septum. Now let us see what are the different valves. Okay, between the left atrium and left ventricle, which valve is there? This is the bicuspid or mitral valve. Okay, and here is the aortic vessel. The valve here we will be showing facing upwards, because we will see later on that blood is entering in this direction and then it is going upwards. So the vessels, the valves are facing upwards here, and the bicuspid or mitral valves are facing downwards. So this valve here will be known as the aortic semilunar valve. Okay, it is easy. Then coming to the right side of the heart, the right ventricle, okay, is separated from the right atrium by which kind of valve? That is the tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. Okay, this is the tricuspid valve. This is the bicuspid valve and this is the aortic valve. Okay, then the fourth one valve that we are interested is the pulmonary semilunar valve. Okay, this one direction is upwards. Okay, so how many valves we have shown? 4 valves we have shown, 4 chambers, 4 valves. Okay, next we will name the what are the different vessels. Okay, what are the different vessels? We'll start from the top here, which is the aorta. Okay, this is the largest artery in the human body. Okay, this is the pulmonary artery. Okay, these two we have named. Then comes here, these two are the pulmonary veins. Okay, these two thick vessels that we are seeing here, these are the superior and inferior vena cava. Okay, so the important vessels we have named: aorta, pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. Okay, so chambers, valves, and what are the vessels? So in our next video we will be looking at how the blood enters and exit, how is it circulated across the body. That is, we will be looking at the circulation of the blood by the human heart and we will also discuss about the pacemaker and about systole, diastole and so on. Thank you.